WLOX 24/7 stands guard. Online, on the air, and mobile. WLOX 24/7. The weather for South Mississippi.
Heavy metal has never been this much fun.
Oh, it's good to be back.
The network television premiere of Iron Man 2, Tuesday, 8/7 Central on ABC. And see a special look at Iron Man 3 and Marvel's upcoming film Thor: The Dark World.
Now, the news for South Mississippi. WLOX News Weekend.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A Hattiesburg family is in mourning after a man lost his life in an accident in Pearl River County overnight. That's our top story. According to Jason Gazza with the Mississippi Highway Patrol, troopers were called out to the single vehicle accident crash on Highway 59 near McNeil Steep Hollow Road just after 9 last night. Authorities found a silver Acura SLX in the median. Investigators determined the driver had lost control of his vehicle, then went off the roadway and the vehicle flipped several times. Authorities have identified the driver as 54-year-old Matthew Mitchell. Mitchell was declared dead at the scene of the accident. National Child Passenger Safety Week starts today. The week is a way to highlight the importance of proper child restraints and is put on by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Police say parents or guardians should always make sure their child is properly strapped in a car seat, no matter how far they are traveling. They also recommend parents carefully read through their car seat instruction manuals before installing. And in the state of Mississippi, anyone 4 years old and younger must be strapped in a car seat while in a vehicle. Hancock County's newest library will be out of service for part of next week. The East Hancock County Library in Diamond Head will be closed tomorrow through Wednesday in order to clean up a mildew problem. Library leaders first thought they had a problem with mold, but it turned out after testing that it was instead a non-toxic form of mildew growing in the 7,000 square foot building. County leaders say moisture and humidity from the AC unit was likely the cause of the problem. Crews will begin cleaning the ceilings and repairing the damage tomorrow morning. Anyone wishing to return items should do so by using the exterior book return. We've been keeping an eye on the tropics and Hurricane Ingrid. Let's go to meteorologist Joel Young for the latest. Joel?
Yeah, right now we're still watching Hurricane Ingrid, a Category 1 hurricane, a weak Category 1 at that. It is only 75-mile-an-hour storm. It has to be 74 miles an hour to be a hurricane at all. But right now it does look like it's going to continue on that westward track, eventually making landfall in eastern Mexico. Now last night temperatures got down to about 51 degrees in Greenville, 52 in Tupelo, only made it down to 73 in Gulfport, all thanks to those clear skies, and we've seen those clear skies pretty much all day today. Here's a look at our WLOX 24/7 radar. We had one light shower just to the west of Highway 49 south and west of Perkinston. That has since fallen apart. We also have a couple of showers over in St. Tammany Parish, but it looks like those will continue to fall apart as well. So we'll stay clear tonight, overnight. Looks like we'll see lows get down to about 77 degrees, 74 degrees by 3 o'clock a.m. Of course, I'll have details on that and all the details on the tropics here in a few moments.
Thanks, Joel. Harbor View Cafe in Long Beach has become a destination for more than just fine dining. Every third Sunday of every month, they host Art Under the Oaks, inviting local artists to set up outside of the restaurant and sell their handcrafted items directly to the restaurant's customers. Owners Thomas and Dana Barrett say the idea came to them after they realized how much artistic talent they have right under their noses.
We started it about 2.5 years ago when we realized what kind of talent we had here with just the servers and the cashiers and our cooks. They were all so talented. We thought, well, let's start something, and it has grown from then to local people living in Long Beach that came with their talents as well.
Again, Arts Under the Oaks is every third Sunday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Jeff Davis Avenue in Long Beach. The 32nd annual Biloxi Seafood Festival comes to an end today. This year was a little different with the first ever Cornhole Championship that took place on Saturday. The contest brought visitors all the way from Wisconsin. Teams competing in this year's Gumbo Cook-Off kicked it up a notch with a themed competition. Gumbo Dynasty contestants sported fake beards and camouflaged. It wasn't hard to tell who influenced their theme.
Hey, after we get through eating this gumbo and getting everybody fed, we're going to find us a duck pond and kill us some ducks.
Sounds like Duck Dynasty had a lot to do with that theme. The festival usually sees about 25,000 people a year and is hosted by the Biloxi Chamber of Commerce. Whether for exercise, pleasure, or competition, many people enjoy riding their bikes. And a South Mississippi man is combining his love for biking with his passion to help wounded veterans. Vic Vaughn will be riding his bike for 24 continuous hours this week to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. But he's not hitting the open road. He's doing it on a trainer. That's a bike that's adjusted to stay in place. He says many people don't know about the emotional trauma our military soldiers go through. Physical injuries are more obvious, but things like post-traumatic stress disorder is just as real.
And I've always wanted to support the Wounded Warriors Project in some way, especially financially, and I just never seem to have the finances available, to make a donation to them. So I said, well, I've been blessed with physical ability.
Vic's ride will begin Friday morning at Run and Try in Gulfport, and he'll end at 8 a.m. Saturday. He will start accepting donations when he begins his ride. Several Hancock County youth organizations have teamed up with Healing Hearts Ministries in Bay St. Louis to bring wholesome activity to the youth of the area. The MAP organization taught children the art of puppetry this weekend. Young World Youth programs will host movie nights, plays, and youth talent shows inside of the building. And the Hancock County 4-H Club will hold events for youngsters on and off site. Healing Hearts Ministries is located in the Frugals Shopping Center. Church leaders have opened the building to the community.
Well, we've raised children and we have grandchildren, and we see the need for them to have clean, wholesome activities. We've seen a lot of kids from the community come in. We've had more each week, and we're very excited about that and hope to see it grow each week.
Well, I think it's very important that the kids have a chance to do constructive things, to keep them out of trouble. Of course, there's a lot of things out there, a lot of negative things on television, a lot of negative things in the community. This gives them an opportunity to get away from those things and be themselves.
For adults, Healing Hearts Ministries offers anger management and drug education classes and will soon offer parenting courses. Those who are court-ordered to attend, or for anyone who thinks they can benefit, they can call the church at 731-4815. On the 50th anniversary of the bombing of a Birmingham church, the city unveils a new statue to honor the 4 young girls killed in the blast. And later, bringing a historic garden to life. We'll check it out on Look Around Mississippi. This weekend marks the 50th anniversary of the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, that claimed the lives of 4 young girls. To mark the anniversary, the city of Birmingham unveiled a sculpture in the young girls' memories. The Raycom News Network's Alan Collins reports.
Bring us reconciliation.
Carolyn McKinstry was one of the survivors that day 50 years ago. She opened the unveiling ceremony with a prayer.
Teach us forgiveness, O God. Teach us in the name of 4 little innocent girls taken from us much too soon.
On hand were many relatives of all those who lost their lives at the 16th Street church bombing. This included the only still living parents of one victim, Chris and Maxine McNair. The keynote speaker was Joseph Lowry, the former head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
The death of these little children may lead our whole Southland from the low road of man's inhumanity to man to the high road of peace and brotherhood.
Birmingham Mayor William Bell says some did not want to remember the past, but Bell says it's necessary for the city to go forward.
We changed the world, not just Birmingham. We changed the world. And today, we stand here. We stand here to say thank you.
The 4-letter dance memorial!
Finally, the 4 spirits were unveiled for all to see. For Denise Story, Denise McNair's cousin, it was moving.
Denise is my cousin, and it's been a long time waiting. But it's timely.
Chris McNair, as he was leaving, says he was pleased. Good day. The man who put away the last of the church bombers says the sculpture sends a message to the world.
It's a message of remembrance, but more important, it's a message of hope. What they died for and what we need to make sure we remember so that the same mistakes of the past don't happen.
A Birmingham woman had tears in her eyes as she went to view the memorial closer.
Feeling the pain and the sadness of those young girls, so innocent, never did that to nobody, and just to be able to come and witness and see this is so beautiful.
The New Orleans Saints are in the middle of a divisional showdown in Tampa Bay. We'll update you on their game with the Buccaneers, plus a look back at Ole Miss's record-setting night in Austin. That's coming up in sports.
40% chance, highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Thanks, Joel.
Yep.
Find out what it takes to bring a historic garden back to life. This week, Walt Grayson made a visit to the coast. Earlier this week, we told you about the effort to restore Verena's Garden, a 2-acre garden located behind the main house at Beauvoir. It's a replica of the garden tended by Verena Davis, the wife of Jefferson Davis. On tonight's Look Around Mississippi, we'll find out what it took to bring the historic garden back to life.
Mississippi historical artist Jerry McWilliams is putting the finishing touches on a painting he's doing of Beauvoir, Jefferson Davis's last home. Here lately, the emphasis has turned to the grounds and recreating something out back that was here when Davis's family lived here, but hasn't been here in a while. Verena Davis's formal garden. Bertram Hayes Davis.
That's all for the news at 5:30. Join us again at 10 o'clock. And remember, you can get WLX News anytime on our website, WLOX.com.